for those of you who have not yet seen the vision of Tony Abbott eating a raw, unpeeled onion, here it is. So Tony Abbott was at a farm in Tasmania, and there he is putting it up to his, and oh, just munging into it, really getting into it. Now, in defence of the Prime Minister, it is relatively typical that politicians wind up going to quite tedious events. They have to go to other people's workplaces, wander around those workplaces with those people and ask questions about them. And I don't know whether you've ever noticed this, but most people are shit boring, right? They are. And he had to go to an onion farm and talk to people about onions. I don't know how much casual conversation you have about onions. For me, it's what's with onions, and that's it, right? He was there with a local onion farmer and a local politician. He approached a large vat of onions and said during the longer video, and he was licking his lips as he did this because he's a reptile. So I could take one of these onions, cut it into rings and just put it onto my steak, could I? And the farmer to the right said, "My word, you could, Prime Minister." And the local politician to the left said, "You could take a bite out of it right now if you wanted to." And then you see this look pass over both their faces as they realise, oh shit, we're about to go viral. And they did, ladies and gentlemen. They absolutely did go viral because the Prime Minister bit into a raw, unpeeled onion. Now, as I said, that in and of itself is not remarkable. I mean, it caused global bewilderment. The Washington Post, a newspaper that broke the Watergate affair and ended the presidency of Richard Nixon, had a headline saying, "The Prime Minister of Australia has just bitten into an unpeeled onion as if it were an apple. Comma, this is an unusual thing to do." They felt like they had to clear up that Australians don't just wander the streets hoeing into raw, unpeeled onions. Because the unpeeled element of it is the insane part, ladies and gentlemen. That was a situation an 8-year-old could safely navigate. The question is, you're presented with an inedible thing. Do you bite the inedible thing? Do you not bite the inedible thing? The Prime Minister made a choice, and he chose poorly. Tony Abbott is now to politics what puppetry of the penis is to theatre. And I think, therefore, it's time I threw my hat in the ring. Because directly after he bit into this raw, unpeeled onion, he got a bump in the polls. Tony Abbott's polls actually went up after he ate a raw, unpeeled onion. So I think it's time. Jackie Lambie's also gotten into politics. Just yesterday, she's declared the Jackie Lambie Network. And I think, really, if Jackie can do it, why can't I? Now, I've got to be honest with you, I've not put a great deal of thought into this. I've not planned a lot of this out, but one big concern that I have is that in Australian politics, a lot of people use words. They use words, and words are deceitful, because someone can say something and they may not really mean it. They may not really be truly committed to their political position. So I am committing to you today on several policies, and the way I'm going to do that is by eating food. And it's because food is something fundamental to us, ladies and gentlemen, and it means you know I really mean it. So I want to demonstrate now my commitment to truth in Australian politics by biting into this raw, unpeeled onion. Because if it works for the Prime Minister, it'll work for me. Micah, can I get a background track for this moment?
No problems.
Okay, right. Just give me a heads up when you're ready. This is for democracy, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Ooh. Like Australian democracy, this has many layers. Many layers. This onion has a lot of layers and a skin. Quite a lot of skin. More skin than I'd anticipated, to be honest with you. Actually almost impossible to physically swallow. Once I just realised, looking at the video of the Prime Minister, he actually took a much smaller bite than I did. I don't know whether you've noticed, I took quite a large bite out of that. Right?
How would you describe the flavour?
Ladies and gentlemen, that right now, that is what Australia's political system is. But I'm going to bring change to that. Now, it was good, that was refreshing. Now, it's not enough though just to commit to transparency. I want you to know how I feel about some of the important issues. So I'm going to demonstrate my position and my attitude to negative gearing by shotting this. What is this exactly? This is chili sauce. Is that what this? Yep, that is actually chili sauce. Okay, good. Ladies and gentlemen, my position on negative gearing as judged by my facial expression. Oh, God. Well, I am. Ladies and gentlemen, I think I really know how a 34-year-old renter who's just moved back in with their parents feels about negative gearing when it's explained to them. Oh, Jesus. Now look there. That's a specific issue. One of the big issues in Australia is fiscal reform. It's a difficult process. It's a challenging process. It's one I don't really understand. But from what I understand, it's quite like eating a raw weet-bix, ladies and gentlemen. So again, for the sake of demonstrating to people my commitment to this issue and how I'm going to stand on it, I'm now going to eat a raw weet-bix. And so, a tune, if you will, Micah. A chili sauce is still there. Okay, here we go. Right, are we ready? Ready to unleash the beats? Right. Right. It was hard. It was a hard process. Like this weet-bix, things that break apart. They break apart in fragments, a great deal. And you got to negotiate with a different part. How would you like to be taxed, Mr. Part of a weet-bix? Oh, that is doing weird things with that chili sauce. Oh, that might have to be like eating a raw weet-bix, ladies and gentlemen, like fiscal reform, is something that should be done over time with consultation. Oh, right. Oh, I feel physically ill.